Hello everyone, welcome to a new Dead by Daylight video. It's been a while since my last video and finally I think I found the way of starting to produce more videos in the close future, with some big news. One of these is, as you can see, the cam. I want to use the cam more for both my Twitch content but also my YouTube content. So you're gonna see my face more, I think it's gonna be more interactive. I want to show myself more. I feel confident at doing it. So this is the first big news. Also because I realized that I really like to do this kind of talkative videos, without showing myself. I think it can be really boring to following what's going on. So I was let's go for it. Let's go for cam videos, streams. The second thing is I want to do more talkative videos. I want to speak of what I actually enjoy, theories, dreams, possibilities about the future Dead by Daylight content, what I'm enjoying according to Dead by Daylight. I want to do something positive. I realized that lately on DBD Twitter, whatever happens, there is a huge discussion about people who don't really like what can be even just a theory about the game. And in particular, I'm speaking about the Darth Vader theory that happened after, but more than a theory, it was confirmed that it was a talk between Behavior and Disney during the last months. And there are people who like the idea, people who don't like the idea, and of course this became a new sort of battleground in the DBD Twitter. And I think that it's a bit exhausting sometimes to be exposed all the times to these kind of fights. So I don't try to side directly on the DBD Twitter, but I'm gonna make a full video about what I think about this kind of situations. But I'm gonna take the assets of the Darth Vader discussion to speak about a license that to be honest, I think that can have real possibilities of joining during the close future in Dead by Daylight. In particular in November. We had during the anniversary stream the whole roadmap of the next year, and we know that the next licensed chapters are gonna be the chapter that is going to be released during next week, so Five Nights at Freddy's, the July chapter that is only survivors, and many hints make us think that it's going to be The Walking Dead. And then a November chapter that is going to be another licensed chapter, but it's going to have one killer and two survivors. And my theory, or a strong theory around this, as you can see, November is gonna have one killer and two survivors, is that this chapter can actually be Predator. Why Predator? There are many little things that I collected during these weeks, and I think that the hints are starting to become, or not only the hints, but also the signs. Let's speak more of science. Are starting to become more and more interesting and bigger on the paper. So I tried to collect many reasons why it can be the November chapter, and also one reason why I'm a bit worried that it's not gonna be that chapter. First of all, why Predator will be perfect for this year. Predator basically is living a sort of new life since Dan Trachtenberg took the brand and made, at the moment, 2 videos, but the third one is arriving this year. And this is one of the reasons why I think that the Predator can be the license. Dan Trachtenberg started with Prey, that had a huge success, also because in my opinion is one of the best horror action movies of the last years. In my opinion, even the best Predator movie, together with The Killer of Killers, that actually is the movie that got released during the last week. And this year, we saw Killer of Killers be released during the last week. It's an amazing movie. I recommend everyone to watch it. And then Predator Badlands, that is going to be released in November. Like, November is also the month of the release of this chapter. Like, as you can see, like in the roadmap, like November is that month. And like, there is a thing that you have to keep in mind, like when Alien Romulus got released, like we got the rain skin basically the same day of the launch of the movie. And it was something that made the behavior really happy about this. Like, I cannot find the tweet now because, like, I should go back in the past months. But, like, I remember the community managers being super happy with this opportunity. And, like, that is already a good sign of how behavior and 20th Century Fox are actually working together. But there are many reasons to think that actually this chapter can be the Predator chapter. During that month, we're gonna have a 2v8 mode. Like, this is gonna be really interesting, in my opinion, because like 2v8 and chapter release means that this chapter has to be featured in the 2v8. Like, I don't think that you will release a chapter with a new killer that people, of course, want to play, and then releasing a mod that basically makes the queue really slow to play killer in the normal lobbies. And so I think that the best way is like that the killer should be actually featured in the 2v8 mod. And like, when we think of what licenses we had in the past can team up with this killer in November, like one of the answers is Alien, like because Alien versus Predator is like a first idea that everyone has basically when you think of Alien, you know, like immediately after the launch of Alien, like many people were thinking about where is the Predator, like we are going to see Predator and stuff like that, you know. So like the fact that we have a 2v8 mod during that month, like, can be a possibility. It can also be like something else, like Stranger Things, the new season is going to be released in November as well, for example. We see that behavior is working really closely also with Dungeons and Dragons, so it can be maybe something set in the Dungeons and Dragons universe, like it can be maybe a Baldur's Gate chapter, like we don't know, or Magic the Gathering, considering that is always a Wizard of the Coast, like we don't know. But let's try to collect more clues. Like, one of the clues that make me think that it can be Predator, like indirectly, not directly, like, let's say it in this way, like, is the rumor of the week, or like the topic of the week, like Darth Vader being spoken between behavior and Disney. Like, you can say why Darth Vader makes you think of that, but like, because like if they spoke of Darth Vader, like, I don't see how they didn't speak of Predator. Like, it's especially with 20th Century Fox really aiming at making this year the year of Predator. Like, we, as I said, like last week, we saw the release of Killer of Killers. It was a big movie. For many, it's considered the best movie after the original Predator and then Prey. For others, the best Predator movie in general. Like, I agree that it's, in any case, a top 3. And it's also a movie that set up a lot for the future of the brand. Like, it's a really ambitious movie, like, I repeatedly recommend to watch it. And like, there are some important things for the Predator fans that actually make this movie really important for the Predator franchise, like lore-wise, but also from a marketing point of view. So, I repeat, like, if they spoke of Darth Vader, like, I think that a talk, a chat about Predator happened as well. Another thing that actually is making us see how behavior is working, like, really closely and in a healthy way with 20th Century Fox is the amount of skins that we are having for Ripley and Alien during these months. Like already in May, like we got a new original skin for Alien, for the Xenomorph, and another one for Ripley. We had other skins actually recently for the Xenomorph. We had the... I have to remember the day, or the month of release. But you can see here in the shop, we got the Prometheus one and the Blighted one. And these are already a really good sign of how behavior and 20th Century Fox are working well together. Also, let's remember that this skin is based on Alien vs Predator. Like, Greed is one of the xenomorph of Alien vs Predator, the first one. So, I repeat, like, the idea that we can have Predator, like, is already there. And the fact that we had so many skins for both these characters during the last months, like, is a sign that they are working well together. Like, remember that Rain arrived exactly the week of the release of Alien Romulus, and if I'm not wrong, even the day of the release of the movie. So, that's already huge. Some people are like, okay, this is nice, but like, why should it have two survivors? Like, one answer is simple. Like, for many, like, one of the survivor, like the survivor Predator, should be Dutch from the original Predator movie, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, I can see why. Like, he's basically an icon of Predator, but Predator as a franchise at the same time had main protagonists rotating every movie. There is like a character though that already in interviews and in other little things like has been confirmed as coming back in future movies. And this is the first time. Like if you have one character that is going to come back for more movies, like Amber Mid Thunder as well, like confirmed that she would be open to be part of Prey 2, and there, if I'm not wrong, like there was already a sort of confirmation of the Prey 2 in during the past months. Like I'm pretty sure of that. Like the second survivor, or even the first survivor at this point, consider that she can potentially be the first Predator protagonist or Predator movie protagonist coming back in more movies. Like, and I repeat, like we had many elements that make us think that she's gonna come back. Like Nauru is gonna be the second survivor of this. And, like I think that is really fitting. Like I think that this is technically why this chapter would have two survivors and not only one. Because like if you include only Nauru, like the people who grew up with the original Predator are going to be like, where is the Dutch, you know? And including only Dutch, with Nauru actually being a sort of a new phase of the franchise, a really important character that feels like they want to keep investing on, like I think that it does perfectly sense that this chapter is going to have two survivors if it's going to be a thing. So, yeah, like I think that like there are really good possibilities that the two survivors for this chapter are going to be Nauru and Dutch. So it does sense that it's a chapter with two survivors, even if there were people who were like, no, Nauru will be a legendary skin eventually. I think Nauru is too important for the franchise to be just a legendary skin. And Dutch at the same time, like him being a legendary skin will make a lot of original Predator fans like not really happy about it. So this is huge in my opinion, and other hints about it possibly being the November chapter is this arcade machine that was found in the new map set in Greenville during the PTB of the Five Nights at Freddy's chapter. Like as you can see, like the machine, like they already hinted at the future content through arcade machines, and the most important, even if they didn't, like they saw people looking into this during the whole year. So they knew that people would pay attention to this kind of clues after that people were already looking into Greenville to find the clues about the next chapter. So if it was intended during the past year, like they did it again. If it wasn't intended, they saw people finding all these clues after the release of these chapters. So they were like, if we do this, maybe people are going to find it and are going to start speculating about it. And like the arcade machines says Skull Mission 2. And it features like a forest that looks a bit similar to the Guatemala forest of the original movie. And a character that, by looking at it in this way, like it doesn't look like a Predator character, but like I think it kind of reminds of Bill of the original Predator movie. I can maybe exaggerating this, but like there is a good possibility that this is hinting at the Predator, because like you know, Predator goes to collect skulls. The wall aesthetic of this like kind of looks like Predator, the original movie, so it can be a possibility in my opinion. There is only one thing that makes me think that maybe, even if all these clues, all these signs make us think that the Predator chapter is the most likely candidate for November, like, and is that Predator Hunting Grounds, the game dedicated to Predator, is actually becoming more active again during the last period. And honestly, like, it's a really good thing, because like the more like a game is supported, the better it is. Like, we saw really promising asymmetric games, really well loved asymmetric games like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like unfortunately seeing their hand, like this happened also for the Evil Dead asymmetric game, while Predator Hunting Grounds is still here and is still receiving content. Like they got like 2 of the Predator looks of the Predator Killer of Killers. And like this, for some people, is a sign that it can be complex to get the license of Predator in Dead by Daylight. I'm not really sure about it though. Like, first of all, like we had examples of the previous games, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Evil Dead. Like, I know that the Leatherface Killer and the Ash Survivor like were released a lot earlier than the full games. So you don't cancel later a license that you already signed with the behavior for that. But like I think that the two things can coexist at the same time. Like Predator Hunting Grounds has a really particular identity that I don't think it makes it a direct competitor to Dead by Daylight. Then some people can be wrong. And also, like, it's Disney that takes the last decision about this. Like, think of how, like, Marvel Tokon, like the fighting game, is going to be released after being developed by Arc System Works, and it's not gonna be a Capcom game instead. So it's not exactly the same thing, because like there wasn't already released a Marvel vs. Capcom game, but like a lot of people felt like they expected like it being developed by Capcom eventually and not from another developer. So basically Disney can actually go for decisions that go like, okay, we want also this content in this game because we know that it can get the attention that we need for pushing the Predator franchise more. Like, I think they know, and like the collabs for the latest cosmetics we saw, that Dead by Daylight, especially this year, can really push a license forward. And like I think that for Disney it's really important that Predator is supported as much as they can during this year. And like, I repeat, like we have so many cosmetics for Alien, Alien is gonna have a new movie, a new TV show, sorry, this year. Like it should be released during the summer. Alien Earth. I expect more content for the Xenomorph or for Ripley, like in the form of legendary skins during this summer because of it. And then I can see like 20th Century Fox like also pushing for Predator and Alien at the same time through the 2 mode. Like Predator, as you can see, like it gets a lot of attention, 9.9 million visualizations of Badlands. This is the Italian trailer, so I didn't pick the international one, but Predator Badlands didn't even get released yet. Like this is from Hulu and it does 1.1 million. Like Predator is a really strong franchise. Like I think that it has a really good chance of winning the license of this year. Also because like if you don't release these during the year of the two movies, like when are you going to do it? Because like during next year till June, like June we don't know what's going to happen. But like till June, like we are not going to have any other licensed content. In my opinion, it's also good because like I like original content, but like I would also be really happy of Predator joining the battle. So this is my opinion, like my theory about the November chapter. Like I think that we had many clues, like many hints, like the Kid Machine, like the good state of relationship between Behavior and Disney. The fact that they spoke about the Darth Vader, like if they spoke about Darth Vader, I don't see how Predator is not gonna arrive. Like they spoke about this as well, most likely. Also, I don't think that like it's gonna be an exclusive of like the gaming rights are going to be an exclusive of Ilphonic for Predator Hunting Grounds. So I can see like the Predator still having a chance. Like I don't think that there is gonna be a license issue between Hunting Grounds and Dead by Daylight, because at the end, like unless like they signed an exclusivity for any video games right to Ilphonic, but I don't think it's the case because like Predator as a skin exists in Fortnite as well. Like I don't think that the existence of that game is gonna be an issue. The Predator Dead by Daylight. So, what do you think it's gonna be? Like, do you think we are cooking here? Like that all these elements are going to bring Apple to this license being the November license? Do you think it's just a really long list of interesting coincidences? Like, let me know what you think. Let me know if you enjoy this kind of content. In the meanwhile, thank you so much for watching it, and I'll see you really soon on stream.